Hi guys, this is Starcraft and welcome to Starcraft English commentary. We continue with the ASL S17 Quarterfinal number 1 play between Best and Sharp. The next map in the series is gonna be Blitz Y. Two-player map and very nice performance by Sharp in the first game to have just really strong tree-based economy against Best, and Best was were not having the right army compositions and also the recall. The stasis was not so good. I was a little bit distracted by those beautiful girls. But anyways, yeah, the map is gonna be Blitz Y. As you can see here, the bottom left of the screen. Best is Sharp with our Protoss player Best located at the top right of the map and Sharp located at the bottom right. It looks like very Best is at the bottom right and Sharp is at the top right. Best goes out once again for Best standard shenanigan, which is going to be going for a gas steal. And then he's going to make some Zelle, and let's see how the game is going to go on from there. And Terran have been getting so used to actually adapting to this map and how to play versus Protoss that it actually is not a problem anymore to get gas stolen. Now the question now for Sharp is how much Marine will he produce? How many, how fast he gets his bunker down? Does he gonna go to get the bunker down? And whether that's gonna kind of affect the timing of his command center. So everything of what we're seeing here is just very standard cat and mouse kind of game to get the faster nexus and the faster command center against the other guy without losing so much. Anyways, yeah, we have Best stealing one of the gas patch or a batch or lot or slot or whatever, and then we're gonna be seeing another probe comes out. It's gonna try to stop this SVA from coming in. It does one hit, 2 hits. Does Xehanort need to do some hit? 3, 4. That's a lot of hits. The SV is getting kind of stuck in the back here, not able to plan down the engineering bay. Okay, he does go for the engineering bay, which is nice, but the SV is so close to dying, and so the probe is going to continue on to attack that engineering bay. But now that SV is going to get destroyed by the second probe, the Xehanort returns home, and the SCV dies, and so this engineering bay is not yet created in the right order. It's going to cancel now. Faster command center is going to go in favor of Best. Let's see if that is gonna make a difference in the next part of the game here. We're gonna be seeing Marines coming out. 3 Marines. The probe sees the situation is Best might get forced to build a bunker. Yeah, he does need to build a bunker first, and then he's gonna go for a command center. So slightly slower command center compared to the previous game. The previous game, Sharp would come out with a very fast command center for the expansion, and as well as a third base. And that economic difference is really what actually changed the game for him. And let's see what we have here. We're gonna be having an offside command center. This command center is slightly on the other side of the map here. Zelle not able to see that command center, and so this might be a sign to Best that his enemy is going for double barracks. What is he gonna try to make here? Is he gonna go for pylon and then go for the battery? Yeah, 5 Marines started to move on the high ground just to force the enemy into thinking, okay, I have some weird stuff happening in my base, but in fact that is not the case here. And Zelle coming out just to check, and he's gonna see that okay, you are actually not moving out. Is there a hidden barracks on this map? This is what Best need to ascertain. He doesn't say anything, just as Zelle is still checking for that command center. He doesn't see. He's trying really hard, and he lost so much health in the process. He's gonna be going for Forge. Yeah, and this is playing right into the hand of Sharp. But of course, you know what? Sharp is gonna have to also lift his command center. Yeah, he would need to lift his command center and go for the go for that landing. So I'm not so sure how much damage this is able to do. Of course, the faster forge also means just some faster upgrades for Best, right? And we have a cannon in the front, means that vultures cannot run by effectively, I think. And do we have a cannon? Yeah, we do have a cannon coming up. Yeah, anyway, the push is gonna kind of semi-begin now, but this is not really a real push. But Best is gonna keep his Zelle in the front. He says, you know what? I don't see you moving out. I don't really see you moving out. I put my Zelle in the front, and I see that you don't have anything. Yeah, he's gonna come back with more forces, and now he's gonna see that, okay, you're not really expanding. And we're gonna be seeing Marine trying to chase a little bit of the Xehanort, and Best is pulling back. We have a cannon here going up, and this cannon is going to be able to kind of stop any kind of SCVs from coming through, and Best is going to pull back with the rest of the Zelle. But the later Dragoon, does it hurt him? I don't know. This is a nice cute move. Do we have a second cannon coming up? No, that's going to be unwise, and indeed there is going to be no second cannon, so the game is going to reset a bit here. Best is ahead by about 6-7 supplies. So anyways, if you're an expert in StarCraft, please let me know who won in that encounter to go for the later command center landing versus Forge and Cannon. Does it really benefit Sharp? Did he work out the math? Did he work out the physics? and he found out that actually the planets are not flat, but they're round. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna just continue with those philosophical discussion, those existential, those ontological questions at a later time, because now it's just gonna be Starcraft, very boring and stale here. We're gonna be having Zealot moving back from best. He might be looking. Okay, finally he sees. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So what is gonna be the purpose? What is gonna be the action that best would take? He's gonna be going for observer first. I think reavers first, and then possibly observers. Double factory and an armory coming out for Sharp here. We have a Dragoons blocking this area. The SCV is able to see it. The Vulture comes around, but this cannon is nice. I like it. I really like this cannon actually, because it forces his enemy to not be able to go for Vulture run by. It really negates it. So just one more pylon or one more gateway will completely block this area. We have a scan happening, and it reveals every goddamn thing, man. Observatory, robotic support by, and the goddamn shuttle. I mean, the only thing that it doesn't reveal is the lack of, the Zealot getting ready to get put into the shuttle, man. I mean, if that was actually put into the shuttle, that's gonna be hilarious. Anyways, we have a Dragoon getting destroyed on the way back. We have 5 Zealot not actually being used. The Dragoon need to stop where he's the. Okay, he gets attacked. Is he gonna stop? He's gonna go towards the other side. Okay, he kind of guessed correctly here, and now this Observer is gonna be able to clear the situation, I think. We have Zealots and Dragoons on the low side here, so the game is gonna continue a little bit on here. Sharp is behind by about 14 supply. Is he gonna try to push? I guess it'd be futile to push here. Best need to play what he does best, which is Shadow and Zealot and High Templars. That's it. He should not think about those kind of crazy, arbiters to kind of play here. Very nice mind placement and sniping that probe. So best would need to dedicate a Zealot out there to clear the minefield. And then go for an expansion. Now Goliath's in position already. I think Goliath range is being upgraded right now. We have Dragoons blocking the Vultures. One Vulture sniped, the other Vulture is still alive. And we have the Nexus being planted down at the inner 4 o'clock position. We have tanks and Marines and Goliaths in position to intercept here. Looks like the shuttle is going to fly to the side of the map. The Vulture is still running around, and this is buying a lot of time for Best. Best might decide it. It's futile to go ahead with the attack. He's going to use the Reaver for the defense. It said Sharp is playing nicely, but Best is actually not a noob. We have the Reaver landing here to kind of protect this base against any kind of harassments from the Vultures. We don't have any scans taking place just yet. Tanks are sieging. Maybe he's fearing a Bulldog strategy. Back in the old days, the Protoss just come out with 4 Zealot in the shadow and land on the high ground, and Dragoons attack on the low ground. We finally have Citadel Dune coming up here. So yeah, the game is going to transition very, very nicely into the standard 2024 PvT kind of game here, with a lot of shadow in the sky, and Observer is going to get sniped. The Goliaths are running for it. Do we see the scan? We do see the scanner getting deployed here, and Observer getting sniped. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Best is still ahead by what looks to me like 18 to 20 supply. We have Vultures coming out to clear. Dragoons coming out to clear the mine. We still have another Vulture somewhere, I think at the inner 730 position is where the Vulture is located. It's looking forward to snipe that probe. It comes through, but it's not able to find the probe just yet. Dragoon chases this back. I'm going to be having a lot of factories coming up. Is Best going for Shadow with speed? Sometimes we see the Protoss player actually doesn't go for Shadow with speed, just normal Shadow. And this might be what Best is doing, in the upcoming battles here. Citadel Dune is done, so Zealot Leg could possibly upgrade. See, Terran is looking very, very good with +1 upgrades, and once again very solid play from Sharp. Very solid play from Sharp, and he comes on the low ground. The Shadow's got to be careful. The tanks are going to be sieging. Is it? Oh my god, his Best seeing. He picks up in the last minute. How the heck does he know? And he lands a Reaver a little bit further down now, and the tank's going to move a little bit further, and this Vulture finally dies, and Best can go ahead and take an expansion if he wishes to. More Vultures on the left side of the map here. But Dragoons are there to intercept and push them back. Very, very nice Observer placement. These two Reaver is able to buy a lot of time. Observer is finally going to be in position now to actually see what happens on the low side of that ramp here. And we're going to be having an SV coming forward and scan. Oh my god, Best is so good with the scan. He's going to take out the Observer. He's not able to take out the Observer, so that Observer needs to go and hide somewhere else. Dragoons on the left side to really push pressure against the Terran encampment here. We have Reavers coming up, and Shadow with speed is there. He needs to actually come out. And what is... Oh my... What are you freaking goddamn kidding? He pulls a Shadow once again. He pulls a Shadow. Okay, we have Reaver sniping an SCV, which is great, but that's not what you need, man. Best is still ahead by about 20, 25, 30 supply. He pushed back. Zealot with deck is done, but Dragoon is going to be on the low ground here. Best trying to deter this. He needs to take to the base, and if you can take to the base at the bottom left, while all of this is happening, then he can pull the probes back later when he needs to. He also needs to block the pylon on the left corridor just to, really narrow down the amount of pathways that the vultures could take. He needs to actually block that pylon right now when he still got 8 p.m. needed. Templar Archive coming up, and a lot of gateways being produced here, and now a very nice scan though for Sharp to see. We have a lot of forces coming out. The tanks are out of position. This is a nice engagement for Best. Reaver not actually engaged, or he needs to land the Reaver now. Indeed, he lands a Reaver. Where's he gonna land the Reaver? He's got double Reaver. He's gonna land him right next to the tank. He does a nice shot against the tank. He does one more shot on the other tank on the other side of the map, and Zelle coming in to support. Oh my god, the score is gonna be 1-1 in favor of Protoss. That is a nice attack and very poor decision making by Sharp. He was actually having the right army composition. The shuttle is gonna be careful though. Tanks are sieging, but Zealots are everywhere gonna be having a mine drop destroying everything. That was a nice battle, and Sharp is down by 50 supply after the battle's over. He's gonna waste his 2 Reavers. He's gonna attack. Oh my god, the number of Zealot is thinning out. Be careful, Best. You are not yet in the clears. Reaver destroying the Marine. Good Marine split though. We have a mine drop possibly happening. That is a nice mine drop destroying so many forces, and Reaver is gonna be able to attack the SCVs now, and the SCVs are running for their lives. We have tanks on the high ground. Reaver does one good shot, destroying some forces. He does an attack. What is he doing? He's gonna just destroy some Marine here, just camp out in front. More forces attacking. Best to actually start to transfer probes to his new base here. And if Sharp can kind of sneak out a couple of vultures for harassment, it would be great. Do we have cannons? Do we have cannons at the various bases? I don't know. There is no cannons here. Oh my freaking god. How the heck could you do this? We have Dragoons coming up on the low side to the attack, and that is going to be to clear out some of the forces. Probes, we actually still need to run out for their lives here. Do we have mines? We don't have mines. The game is going to reset a bit here, and Probes getting transferred to the other side of the map as well. Sharp is behind by about 45 supply. It's not in the clear yet for Best, but that was a nice engagement. And always, man, as a Protoss player, when you place up against the Terran, you need to not push too hard. If you push too hard, like what Best did, and lose all of your forces, what is the point? You need to know exactly when is a good time to push and when is the time not to push. We have vultures getting trapped in the back here. Oh my god, we still have a vulture on the right side. Dragoon's able to clear it out, and Best, what are you doing? He's able to destroy this command center slightly here, but the game is not yet over. Best needs to transition into Templar Archive. Skimming on cannon was not a good decision to make. Especially at the third base, and we're gonna be having Templar Archive finally, actually being put to use here. Shadow, we need to get created, and we do have Shadow in the air. That's great. The game is gonna go on for now. Sharp is behind by 50 supply. The game is not yet over, but Best got a distinctive advantage. He needs to gain this high ground. He needs to really gain this high ground from the back with some high temperatures and storm. Oh my god, that was a nice mine explosion, and finally Best, he ceded the high ground to his enemy. He says, you know what, take this high ground. I don't need it. But that, I don't know if that's a good decision or not. Goliath's in position to intercept any kind of shuttle flyby. This might be the right time for Best to go for the attack in the main though with his shuttles. If he can go for double shuttle attack in the main, because we still have some SCVs here and some critical infrastructures, it'd be great. A player like Snow would be continuously making Reavers to couple with the high temperature at this stage. But of course, Best is not Snow. He's not, up there. If you look at the Elo score, and it really tells the story that right now, the best player in the world, in the universe, is Snow, and Best is only number 6 or 7 or something like that. Anyways, we're gonna be having the attack. High Templar on the low ground, clearing just some mines. He's a lot attacking. He might be wasting a lot of forces. He's gonna try to clear more attacking. How many more tanks remained? We have 2. The High Templar is not actually casting any storm. That is a nice storm. Another storm on the Goliaths, and every Goliaths are gonna get destroyed here. Only 1 tank remains, so this is gonna be possibly GG. But tanks on the low ground is buying a lot of time. The Dragoons need to clear out the tank and just attack the SCV as well as the command center. No, what are you doing? He's gonna try to cast a storm, and that storm damages both of the tank, which is great, but they're not yet dead. Dragoons need to pull back and attack the SCV. He does pull back and attack the SCVs, and more Zealots coming up, so the tanks cannot get on the high ground. The moment they get on the high ground, they will die. They will die because Zealots are in position here. Zealots start to attack, and they're gonna need to mow down the weak tanks. When there are some weak tanks in the back, Stamper's gonna be able to cast some storm, cast a goddamn storm on those double tanks. Zealots are walking and losing for nothing. Cast a storm. What are you doing? Okay, looks like he's gonna be able to clear out that last tank, and 3 tanks on the high ground is buying a lot of times, but Dragoons pull back at the last minute and attack the SCVs as well as the command center. This command center burns down. The command center burns down possibly, and that is gonna be finally possibly GG. A 50-60 supply advantage going to Best. Is he gonna try to expand? He's not expanding. He's playing quite conservatively. Nice Zealot bombing out there to destroy some of the vultures, and Sharp is down to just 2 base. Sharp says, you know what, I need to take this base, and Best says, if I can stop you from taking this expansion, I win. I win. We have vultures coming out to do some harassments here. We have just a single cannons. They're going to be hiding in the back, and Sharp is doing what he does best, which is vulture harassments. But these vultures will not be able to do that much damage anymore. The vultures are completely boxed in. Zealot completely clearing the situation. Now can Best go for the expand at the 3 o'clock position? I think the floating building is no longer there, so I don't know about that. The game is not yet over yet, but Best is gonna be. You need to actually put in the final, the final screw, man. I mean, if you're like making a computer, you have that final screw that actually seals the computer and says, you know what, this computer is sealed and good for guarantee. And that's what Best needs to do now. No expansion yet from Best. I think you can take another base, man. At least clear the mines in various locations leading to your potential bases, because the game is not yet over. Oh my god, he allows the Terran to take this base. He comes forward with a lot of forces, though. Dragoons on the low ground. I think the number of Dragoons on the right side is not so high. Zealot need to attack now. We don't have enough Goliaths. We have Goliaths not yet focusing their attention. And the bombing is really nice from the sky. This is B-52, man. Clearing out so many Goliaths and tanks. The game is GG 1-1. See you in the next match. You'd like to see the buy me coffee. See you soon. Bye-bye.